Welcome back. Glad to have you tuned in for our special edition of Wipeout.
24 of America's finest showed up in the morning, but only 4 made it here. You know what I'm talking about, the Wipeout Zone.
The Wipeout Zone is made up of 4 stages. It begins here at the Dreadmill launch, where contestants leap sight unseen, dropping and bouncing into water that is not warm.
And then it's a short swim over to the Gutbusters, John. 6 hydraulic blocks 16 feet above the water.
After enduring that pounding, our contestants move on to the Cinestairs. Climb to the top of a spinning spiral staircase of trouble without being taken down by 2 sweeper arms with bad intentions.
Finally, our 4 finest will have to make their way through the gauntlet.
Crankshaft with its quirky twist, followed by the intimidating Blades of Fury, and then the treacherous Beater Totter.
And from there, it's just one slippery leap to the finish platform.
4 of America's finest remain, and the one with the best time will walk away with 50 large.
First up, hot fireman Dean Viana. Let's see how he got it.
Our hot fireman pumped himself up for the qualifier, posting the fastest time of the day. After impressive performances on the double cross and at the American Revolution, Dean is ready to blaze his way through the Wipeout Zone. Does Dean have a burning desire for that 50K?
Fire department representing!
He's ready to go. The Dreadmill is armed. And he is on his way, John. Free falling onto the trampoline. A good bounce, but only average distance.
Yeah, he made contact so high on the ramp, he wasn't able to get much extension through all that smoke and confetti. Now he faces the Gutbusters.
Challenge here, crossing 6 large piston-action blocks.
Of course, as a firefighter, he's no stranger to climbing.
No ladders here, though, Johnny. And not a bad technique as he slides onto the last one there.
Look at that white knuckle grip. And he makes it through on his first attempt. That's impressive.
But still a long way to go. The Cinestairs up next.
The Cinestairs, a spinning spiral staircase with 2 sweeper arms trying to take you out.
Oh, and he's down and soaked.
Yeah, let's take another look. He tries to avoid that sweeper arm, but he loses his grip and takes a dip.
Well, as the first person up, Dean gets unlimited visits to the Cinestairs.
Yeah, the key to the Cinestairs, John, balance, timing, and not falling. But he is cruising now.
He's reached the top, holding on very tightly.
So far, he has only wiped out once, but now he faces the crankshaft.
I'm only going to say it once, Johnny. Crankshaft, all about timing. Oh, and the crankshaft taking him for a ride. He's crunch.
Wow, he flips over the crankshaft, shoots the moon for a full rotation, and gets sandwiched on the other side. That was awesome.
Dean's time now up over 8 minutes. Man fights fires, Johnny. Pretty sure give up isn't on his list of options.
Very true. Oh, almost loses his balance there.
Stays upright. Now stepping to the Blades of Fury. Whoa! Taken out hard.
Yeah, he takes a shot right to the solar plexus, which is going to make that long swim back a nightmare.
And after starting so strong, he's beginning to have some real issues. 13 and a half minutes in, and his hopes of setting a blistering opening time are dwindling.
But can he solve the Blades of Fury this time around?
He does survive and advance. Come on.
Dean trying to psych himself up to the finish.
Onto the Beater Totter, clamping down on either side.
Oh, and it puts him vertical.
The Beater Totter doing everything it can to get Dean off his back, but he stubbornly holds on, shaking it violently. Onto the finish platform, Dean Viana has set the opening standard in the Wipeout Zone, 14 minutes, 10 seconds.
But will that be enough to hold off this man?
Woo! Here we go, Wipeout, bring it on!
Michael, the mailman Omohundro, wouldn't let anything stop him on the qualifier. He excelled on the double cross, and despite a close call, he overcame adversaries and faithfully delivered, landing himself a spot in the Wipeout Zone.
And now Michael preparing to take on the Wipeout Zone. The launch sequence is initiated. The clock begins, and Michael is off into the night.
And he flies through sheer descent and sails into the water below.
Yeah, Johnny, our mailman caroming forward into the Wipeout Zone, which is going to shorten the distance. He'll have to swim over that next obstacle.
Michael on the second obstacle, the Gutbusters, and all that movement makes every step here dangerous.
Oh, and he takes a giant step and nearly slips off. That was quite an awkward move there.
I think he's found a technique that works, John. It's called the fall and flop.
Oh, the belly flop again to the final block, and in in a very similar style and time to our firefighter before him.
Unfortunately, next up is the Sinistairs, so it gets no easier.
Oh, and he is down and drenched almost immediately.
He wasn't quite able to get his footing underneath him and right back into the drain.
Mailman Fireman, remarkably similar runs by our first two finalists so far.
Oh, the sweeper arm clips him again, but he manages to hold on.
Michael's run has been 4 minutes, a close call so far. Oh, nothing close there. That is a direct hit.
Almost at the top, but takes a shot right to the head, and our mailman was returned to sender.
Trip number 3 up the Sinistairs now for Michael. 7 minutes down, 7 minutes left in his pursuit of the cash. This is where he had problems the last time. Needs to be ever wary of that sweeper arm.
All the way at the top of the Sinistairs now. He just has to make that leap across.
Nice, and he's made it. Mailman now onto the final leg of the wipeout zone, the gauntlet. Remember, our leader Dean had trouble the first time through. Let's see if Michael can figure it out. Yeah, you gotta go, my friend. Oh, the crankshaft collects him and tosses him out.
Yeah, a slight hesitation there, and the crankshaft catches him in the midsection and sends him flying head over heels into that frigid water below.
Michael now has less than 3 minutes to finish trying to solve the crankshaft. Oh, he's down again, Johnny. Just can't figure out the pattern here.
Yeah, Dean likes the look of that. Michael doesn't stop to time it, he just goes for it, and he pays the price.
A precious few seconds left. No way Michael is gonna win. Not gonna mail it in, though. What? Oh, there he goes.
And it looks like the hot fireman's lead will hold because there's the horn.
But still to come, Ken Lee, the donut shop cop, and our hometown hero, Corey Kilroy, will take on the zone and try to take home the 50 grand.